Hello and welcome to today's Housing Minute. I'm Anna Patterson, Senior Policy Analyst with the North Carolina Housing Coalition, and today I'm coming to you from my home in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm here to share a little bit today about what it's like on the ground here in Western North Carolina in the aftermath of Tropical Storm Helene, and to talk about what we at the Coalition are doing in response. Personally, it's been a really difficult week and a half or so. The first few days we didn't have cell phone service, in addition to not having water and electricity, which meant that we didn't really have any way of communicating or receiving information. We did finally find out that information was being disseminated through public radio and got out our hand crank radio, and found out information on Blueridge Public Radio that way about things like the curfew and water distribution sites, where to get MREs, things like that. I'm continuing to tune into them for updates and definitely encourage you to check them out. Just showering, doing dishes, laundry, washing your hands. It's a lot more difficult to do without water, and I know that it can also be hard mentally and emotionally. Things like exercise that I like to do as kind of a stress reliever are hard to do when you're not able to shower regularly. I know that internet and cell phone service are still spotty for most of us, and that we are all kind of coming to grips with the reality that the water situation is not likely to be resolved anytime soon, and that it's likely going to be weeks before we have water again. It's been just an incredibly hard time for the community. People have lost loved ones, homes, jobs, and there's a lot of just grief and exhaustion. It can be difficult to keep up with the amount of information and resources that we're hearing. Everything's just constantly changing and evolving. And so on that note, I just wanted to talk some about what we are doing here at the Coalition to try to kind of get out ahead of various rumors and research and spread, and be kind of a source of accurate and reliable information to our networks, particularly as it relates to disaster assistance and housing. You can check out what we have compiled and are continuing to compile on our website, and share with anybody who might need it. And then also wanted to point out that this morning on our housing call, our executive director, Samuel Gunter, talked a little bit about FEMA individual assistance and encouraging people affected by the storm, whether homeowners or renters, to apply for individual assistance. I myself have found it to be a very confusing process. I know that there are various groups that are kind of doing clinics and things to help folks fill out the application process. And if you have any questions, I know that places like Physical Legal are also a great resource for stuff like that. And we ask just that you please continue to advocate and raise awareness for and about resources, funding, and supplies in Western North Carolina. It's going to be a long road to recovery, and we have to work together to help our friends and neighbors. Really appreciate you tuning in today, and be well.